beautiful friends. It's Lisa here from Arcaneandstellar with a timeless pick a card reading for you, and I'm going to be looking at their thoughts, feelings, and intentions. We've got 4 different groups to choose from. Number 1, 2, 3, and 4. I haven't done a reading like this in a while, so I think I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to see what comes through. Hopefully it gives you some insight. This is a timeless reading, so if you're feeling drawn to it whenever, it could have a message for you. Okay, so timestamps will be in the description box, as well as all information about the decks that I'm using, etc. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, my friends, if you chose group number 1 up here with this sticker, this is going to be your reading. So let's find out your person's thoughts about you, their intentions, and their feelings. So we're going to start with thoughts here. So how is group number 1's person thinking about them? What are their thoughts lately? What kind of thoughts have they been having? Okay, let me just center these better. There we go. That's a little bit better. So we have the Ace of Chalices, the 8 of Athames, the King of Wands, and the Holy King. Now the Holy King is connected to the Hermit. This can indicate that you guys are in a period of separation, that you're not talking a lot, or perhaps it seems like they've withdrawn. I do feel like this is somebody whose thoughts are very emotion-based, so I'm really curious to see the feelings and how this is going to play into it, because with the Ace of Cups here, this could be somebody, especially with the 8 of Athames, could be somebody who's thinking about reaching out to you or saying something. This could even be sharing their feelings, but they're very afraid and have a lot of fearful thoughts because of that 8 of Athames. This can be where someone's really wrapped up in their thoughts. They're not really sure how to express themselves. They could be worried about what the reception to their thoughts would be. That they could be wanting to express something, but they're like, oh, how will they react? What will they say? Etc. And if there's been a period of distance between the two of you, that would make sense there. Because, sometimes it's like if you haven't spoken to somebody in a while, you're not really sure how they'll receive you. What are their thoughts? Anything additional here? We have the Ancestor. Interesting. So the Ancestor, I want to go ahead and read that. Number 9. So what's weird is that we have 9 twice. So this talks about the beginning, the ending, the space between worlds is a place to find the essence of what it is to be you, and where you might find answers that better align with the core of your beliefs. This may be an ending, but in all completions comes a chance to set forth once again. This is an indication or affirmation that your intuitive feelings are leading you in the right direction. The Ancestor leaves the gifts of their experience in the DNA of time for us to discover and work with, so that we may in turn leave something of worth, a thin layer of our truth in view. Now, this talks about wisdom, unconscious, memory, understanding, and influence. The astrological sign, by the way, is Scorpio, so that could be something there. We do have water energy here, air, fire. We have a little bit of it all almost. But no, this could really show somebody who's really considering thinking about, I feel like they're not sure. This could be somebody who's really not sure what to do. Their thoughts may be like, do I stay? Do I go? Do I reach out? Do I not reach out? There could be a lot of thoughts on that at this time. This could be somebody who thinks a lot about their ancestors and maybe their lineage and how people have done things in the past. Some people get really wrapped up in their parents' stories or their grandparents' stories or their family stories, and they try to think, they try to apply it to themselves and think, oh, well, I'll be the same. And not everyone's going to continue that. And I think this person actually has really good potential not to continue that, because they are looking at it. But sometimes people really just don't see that. Because the fact that they're even thinking that they don't want to repeat the failures of their previous people, I is a thing in and of itself, right? But sometimes they're like, I've seen that with people who like, I'm never going to have children because my parent was a bad parent and I'll be a bad parent. And I've heard that thought. And it's like, just the fact that you recognize that and you don't want to repeat it is already winning. Like, you're already on a good path there with it. And, that's not to say someone should have them or whatever. I'm just giving you an example of like self-awareness and awareness of these things is important. And anyway, I feel like this person, they could be applying something like that to their life and their decisions when it comes to you. Now, with pay attention to finances, this could be a person also who is worried about, this person could be like thinking that they need to wait till they get their shit together in order to make a move. So that could be another kind of factor here, is that maybe there are certain things influencing their ability to kind of say something or do something. It's like maybe they want to offer something of value to you, but they're just not sure. They're trying to make sure that, and if this is a person with children again too, this could be, playing into it as well. But that's kind of what I'm seeing there in terms of their thoughts. But what are their feelings? Because I feel like their feelings have something to do, like there's definitely something going on there, a correlation. It's not disconnected at all. The Two of Cups here. This person absolutely adores you, which is why it might be so scary for them. They could feel not good enough for you. They could feel like maybe they don't come from such a good background. They could feel that they're not up to your level on some regard. I do feel like this person deeply cares about you, though. Here with like I said, the Ten of Cups and the Two of Cups here really show somebody who has strong feelings for you. But there's also that strong fear of rejection with the Five of Pentacles. If you're in separation from this person could be really hurting over it. They could be feeling really bad about that. They could feel rejected by you. They could be feeling like out in the cold a little bit here as well. I do feel like this person wants to be seen by you as strong and having vitality and having a lot of strength. Yeah, this person's very much feeling like scared. And again, a lot of times people feel a lot of fear when things are important to them. You don't give a shit. Like if somebody says something bad about you and you don't respect them, you don't care. Do you notice that? When it's those people that like say something, you're like, I don't give a crap what they think. Like, and you just move right on. This person is totally the opposite. They care a lot about you. They are very passionate about you, and therefore they feel quite scared of like, being rejected or being let down or letting you down. I do feel like this is a person who wants to persevere. Like, again, if you're in separation with this person, they haven't let go of the connection. They want to build it. I know they may feel like things are not in a good place right now. So again, it depends on like where you're at in this relationship, right? But there could be some fears that they're having. Yeah, because we have fear, worries, intense situations. So like I said, yeah, I definitely see that. But definitely somebody who's very keen on you, who feels a strong connection with you. You make them feel good about themselves in many ways. But I do think that there's a fear of rejection. Anything additional about the thoughts and feelings here of this person for group number 1? Yeah, they're all about you. They're all obsessed with you. Like you're the only person in their mind. Just for you, again, too. They're only about you. I don't know. Maybe you've worried about whether this person, has somebody else or something. I don't know. But there's such a focus on it's about you. Okay? They're about you, not about somebody else. So I don't know if that could be an insecurity here for some of you. And Spirit's just saying, hey, no, it's not. It's them, not you. And it's not somebody else. Okay? So it's not like their choices or any of their behaviors are influenced about somebody else. They really are all about you. And they've got their heart only for you. They've got their eyes only on you. You're their main character, their main person. And again, we have vulnerabilities concerns. Like I said, that's where people get fearful. Like they worry about getting hurt when they really care about somebody. that's when we start to get more jealousy and all these other nasty emotions that get to us. It's because we're worried. We're afraid because we actually care. Right? So that's where this person's at in terms of their feelings and their thoughts. Let's see what their intentions are. So let me just put some of these cards away, and we'll see a little bit more about the intentions this person has. And I like to shuffle back really good. Sorry, I'm like kind of picky about it because I just like to know my cards are shuffled, like, you know, and everything's gone back nicely. Sorry about my squeaky chair. It's been so frustrating lately. I need to have my husband look at it and see if there's something going on with it. Like, is there something that could be fixed that's loose or something? Because it's always like I move on it and it squeaks. And of course it costs $5 at Ross. So that probably, you know, it's not the best quality. So maybe I'm expecting a lot out of a $5 stool. We have high expectations. Okay, there we go. I feel like that's good and shuffled. Okay, so let's go on to intentions. So spirit guides, tell me in group number 1 their intentions at this time. We've got the ruler. And I'm just gonna, where did it go? Oh, shoot, sorry. my deck went like far away. The one I was looking for. I was like, whoops, I didn't mean to put it all the way over there. What are their intentions? Intuition. Spirit guides, what are these person's intentions at this time? Oops. Well, this is nice. Good intentions, I would say. Let me see if I can get anything additional. Spirit guides, their intentions at this time. I think they're going to roll through the changes, and they'll come out of this on the other side. We have fair man. So this person's intentions are good. They are based on making the right decisions. I feel like this person wants to make choices that are healthy and well-based. I would say that they want to follow their intuition with how they approach things. And what does that mean practically? Well, they'll wait for the right feeling to move forward. The flower will assist you in meditating and understanding dreams, visions, and feelings. It will often indicate that you need to take a look beneath the surface, that there is more going on than meets the eye. Creative blocks are self-imposed and are easily lifted if you simply do the work or take the first step. The same goes for indecision at this time. You may actually find new creative ideas are forthcoming. Trust your feelings, listen to your inner voice, and do not be swayed by others. Illusions are very easy to believe and maybe present themselves in ways which are easy to mistake as signs or opportunities. Take time to meditate, to sit and think deeply about what it is you want, believe, and know to be truth and reality. So there we go. We have somebody who wants at the end of the day to listen to themselves. That's a very interesting thing because of what came up with thoughts and feelings in terms of just for you and like all about you, right? There was just such a focus on that. And I think at the end of the day, this person wants to do what's the best for both of you and also doesn't want necessarily any outside influences impeding on their decision, right? So I don't feel like this person's going to be opening up or asking for advice. They don't want noise. They don't want other people involved. Maybe or maybe that's irrelevant. I'm not sure. Maybe not, to your scenario, but that may make sense for some of you. With the ruler here, this can talk about that you're asked to step into a leadership position or take care of something for others. Also take time to acknowledge the successes, good works, and the strengths in yourself and others, as this will lead into something you need at the moment. The ruler has the ability to lead and the character to inspire others, but a good leader who has a content soul and is living their best life does not do so with domination or competition. The ruler is one with the people, missions, and hearts of those they are entrusted with. Again, I feel like this person comes from a very good and solid place. They want to make good decisions. I feel like they want to roll with the punches and kind of just see what happens. And again, I think that's where intuition comes in, just kind of playing things by ear and seeing how things go. Ultimately, we have seek out information that will help you. So they could be looking for additional information, but I think that they'll try to find it through you. Like, they're not going to be seeking outside opinions. I don't know why I have this message keeps coming through for me. So I don't know if there could be, I don't know why that's coming through. Maybe some of you may know. I'm trying to think of why that would come through, but it's been pounding at me. So for sure, for some of you, that's a relevant piece of information that is helpful for you at this time to understand the connection. But with that being said, I think that they come with pure intent. I think their intentions are to see where things go, to explore, to learn more, to follow the intuition. I think they have honorable intentions. This could be a reaching out, by the way. So for some of you, if you haven't heard from this person in a while, I think they intend to reach out. They want to find out more about your position, what you're doing, how you are, etc. And that may also form their future decisions moving forward. I think they're in a period of discovery and they want to see what's going on. So I would say, you probably can expect this person to reach out soon if you haven't already. And if you're already in contact, I would just expect for things to continue to grow and develop, is what I see. Okay, so that's what I've got for you guys. I hope this is helpful for you. I wish you the very best. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day, and I'll see you on the next video. Okay, my friends, if you chose group number 2, hello, hello. You've chosen this very beautiful sticker. These are all Pride and Prejudice stickers if you didn't notice. But yeah, look at that. Oh, memories. This person could be thinking about you, thinking about time spent. Maybe there was a time where you held hands or something and it's on their mind. Let's see here. What are groups number 2's person's thoughts about them? They've been thinking a lot about where you're at in your relationship and how you got there. Is one thing I'll say. Ooh, we have that 8 of Swords here. So their thoughts could be a little bit fear-based and not the easiest. Okay. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to have 2 different maybe stories here. It might depend on like really what your circumstances are with the person that you're asking about. If you guys are in separation, and I know a lot of people come to these readings when they are, because they're trying to get a grasp, but usually you're not going to ask about, so like I never ask about my husband anything because like I already know that guy and we talk all the time. So I don't really need to ask. But a lot of times these come through when there's an issue going on, right? And I feel like this person could feel like there's some problems or obstacles here, because of the 10 of Wands, 8 of Swords. So we could be talking about somebody who wants to reinitiate something. Now we have the Mystic here as well. This could be somebody that's seeking out information about you through pick-a cards or through tarot readings or trying to understand signs or symbols that are coming to them. Okay. The mystic will usually give up all earthly possessions and pleasures to devote themselves entirely to the divine or to the cause. This is a rather austere way of life, and they find themselves incredibly isolated. This is why it is a path trod warily or personalized somewhere by many to include family, friends, and passions. This person could be a bit of a loner. They could be kind of doing their own thing. For some of you, this person could have recently started a new position or be kind of engrossed in some sort of new topics in their life, like maybe they're learning a new hobby or a new skill, or there's something coming through in that regard. When it comes to you, if you guys are in separation, this person's been thinking about reaching out. And not just reaching out, but like doing something additional with that. Like maybe seeing you or proposing like a meetup or sending you a file or a song or sending you something. Okay, like it's like they're thinking about making an impression on you. Now, if you're not in separation, and this is somebody that you're with, or you've got a situation with you, no problems like that or anything like that, and you're just curious, well then I think this person feels like thinks that, I'm misplacing my words, thinks that this is a relationship where you've overcome so many obstacles and they still see so many fresh beginnings for you and so many fresh things in like the future. Okay. So again, it may depend a little bit on the current circumstances between the two of you, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing. You know, if you're in a good relationship, then I definitely see them as a feeling and thinking that you've overcome. We have here, be patient. There may be some things that this person wants to tell you. Like they may have thoughts that they haven't shared with you about new beginnings or new possibilities. Again, this could just be like them wanting to reach out. They haven't really told you. They may want to express something they've never told you before. Like be more open with their heart and express something. Maybe this is an admitting perhaps why things have been problematic. Like it's like they want to share their thoughts about you. We have defense mechanisms as well. So this could be showing that, especially if this person had defense mechanisms in the past, they may want to express that to you. That the way that in which they behaved at times had to do with like, you know, a defensive stance. And for some of you, they may want to say thank you for being patient with them because maybe you've dealt with it. And in the past, even if you're currently together and they've been a little bit defensive or sometimes a little bit like goofy, it's like, thank you. Like, I'm thankful that you've stood by with me because I know I've been kind of difficult at times, you know, due to whatever. What are their thoughts? For some of you, this person may have felt that they weren't enough for you financially at some point in the past. They may have been having financial difficulties, which really detracted from their relationship, or they may worry about financial things, or even moving forward as an example. There may be some financial concerns. Has great passion for you for sure with the tulip. I feel like they want to express that in some way. And again, with the valley, it makes me think of like feeling like they have peace with you. And even that hand, like going back to that sticker, like my eye keeps going back over there, how the hands are being, you know, holding. And it's like feeling at peace with you, like you're a source of peace for this person or have been in the past. Maybe it's like they know that you genuinely are not after them for money or things. Like there's just something very genuine about you. Like maybe they felt used in the past by others. Even if they don't have a lot. Sometimes it's like you don't even have to have a lot, but it's like people will use you. I've seen some people really have questionable standards on that. Where I'm like, what are you after? They don't even have that much. But you know what I mean? But they're after something. You can see it, not like for pure intentions. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But let's see here what their feelings are for you. I think we may need to get some cards here for what they'd want to say to you too. But I'll get those shortly here. Let me just shuffle these back up and we'll see what their feelings are for you. What are their feelings for group number 2? What are their person's feelings for them? Let's see here. What are their feelings? There's that valley. Peace. Better Together. It's like that song by Jack Johnson. Better Together. It's always better when we're together. I'm not a good singer, so that's okay. Okay, now let me just get one more card here. So, let's see. Their feelings. This is a person who wishes to protect you from all negative things. This is a person I feel like whose feelings are that they feel like you've also been, very caring toward that. And I think it was mutual. It was mutual. One of the things that I do see here is that this could be a person who feels like they want to be recognized for something that they've done. It may be, if you're in separation, this person may feel like the way that they cared for you wasn't appreciated in some way. But it's not like where they're bitter, because I still feel like this person at the end of the day really feels like they need peace in the situation, that they want to hear from you, that's a big thing. I feel like they want to hear from you, because we have waiting for news package or letter. It's like they're waiting for you to reach out, and they may feel discouraged or hurt because you haven't. And again, don't let me make you pissed off because you're like, oh, they're a jerk. It's their turn. Ball's in their court. And I understand that. Like, I'm just telling you where they're coming from. Like, I don't need to hear, like, all the details about that. Because I know sometimes people get really grouchy with me in the comments about it. And it's like, I'm just passing along a message, okay? Like, I can't dictate how they feel. That's just what's coming up. Doesn't mean it's right. I'm just saying. But no, with the caregiver here, it's like, it says the caregiver knows that support looks different for all different situations and people involved, and that there is no blanket form of comfort or care. They will assess the outlook carefully and create a structure of care to suit. And again, this, like I said, there's a few feelings here. This person could want to protect you at all costs. They may care a lot about you. And especially if you're in a position like where you're already in a relationship with this person, they want to do everything in their power to make sure that your relationship handles the bumps and everything in the future. And they're not leaving. They're not wanting to, even if they act like they get over something very fast, it's just because they prefer peace, and they would just rather scoot past the problem and just put it behind. And if you have a different personality, of course, that can be annoying. But I'm just saying. Now, on the other hand of things, naturally, this could be a person who, like I said, maybe wanted to be recognized. There was a song lyric that came to me. Hold on. Let me try to gather it back up. Superman, there was a song called, I think it was called Superman, or it was Three Doors Down. It was like in the 2000s. And Kryptonite, maybe that's the one. But basically the song was like talking about, you took for granted all the times I never let you down. You stumbled in and bumped your head. If not for me, then you'd be dead. I picked you up and put you back on solid ground. Of course, there could be a desire there for this person, like, some sort of feeling of like, I wish this person realized how much I did for them. But it's not like aggressive. Like, I mean, those lyrics sound kind of a bit more aggressive than I think how this person actually feels. But yeah, in general though, this person cares a lot about you. And that's why I would say, like, they're not like pissed off or anything exactly. Like, I'm not getting that kind of vibe here. And if you're in a good relationship, then they just want to continue that. This person may also feel like they need your help in some way, or they need you in general, like you make them feel better. I think this person wants to hear from you, though. If you haven't spoken to them, they want more talk. We have spontaneous, giving and receiving. And within 1 month. Interesting. Maybe you'll hear from this person within the month, or something will happen with them. There will be some sort of shift. They could respond to you or reach out to you or something along those lines. And it's going to be quite a surprise, spontaneous. They may actually surprise you within 1 month. They may give you something. They may do something for you. There's going to be some sort of reciprocity or like exchange here in the next month, okay? So regardless, you guys, they're going to reach out or they're going to do something. Even if you're already in contact, they're going to do something. They're going to give you something. There's going to be like a spontaneous sort of event between the two of you, where it's like, again, reciprocity, or they're trying to give you something, or like, so even if it's like you're waiting, or they're waiting, it's like they're not going to wait too long. They'll just do something themselves, or they'll step it up. Okay? Yeah, because that's definitely there. Okay, now what about intentions though? What are their intentions? To show some sort of appreciation. They may want to talk to you about some sort of new move in their life. Like, they may want to share some information actually about like a career change or a job thing or something like that, because look at that. We have pin and bag. New job, career, something important such as a new job or raise. So their intention could be to, maybe that's how they get back into contact, or they, maybe it's like congratulating you on some kind of sort of change, or asking about your job or career in some way or somehow. Maybe there's like the intention to see you at work, or there's something there for sure. They may be offering you an opportunity even, or sharing some sort of information with you regarding something to do with work. That's really weird. Very specific, right? Because we have like all this like business opportunity, job. Like what? Maybe again, it's like something, maybe it's like something's happening in your life new. Maybe they respond to you on your work profile, or they email you through work, or there's some sort of, I don't know, there's something to do with work. That's what I can tell you, their intention. They would maybe want to share some sort of info about their job though, also could be. Intention. It's the Sage. They could be coming to you for advice about career. They could be intending to give you some sort of advice about your career, or seek your wisdom, your knowledge, etc. Maybe it's like you're the person that they can ask questions. You're receptive. You always have good advice. Maybe they'll come to you about something with work and about the future. Interesting. I think I want to get some messages here from my cards. Anything that this person would want to say here or express to group number 2. You bring out the best and the worst in me. I've imagined us together. I told you they've been daydreaming about like a moments between you. I don't know how to handle this. Maybe sometimes they don't know how to live up to your expectations, or they're not really sure how to handle situations. Like they're maybe not super aware of that. I have fantasized about you. Yeah, they definitely been thinking about you. I get that too, because like look at the sticker. Like for heck's sake, it's like hard to grab. There we go. Yeah, they've been thinking about you. About the physical contact, especially. It's not even like lustful per se. It's just like even fantasizing about being together. I kind of feel like this person may want to impress you with their career or something. Like maybe it's like their job, or I don't know, something weird like that. Again, that may just be channeled for a few of you, but this person doesn't know how to handle you. They want to get closer to you. That's for sure. And they may try to do that by seeking out advice. So if you have, they may be asking you for some advice here shortly. or how to handle a conflict scenario. It could be anything like that. But it's like they're going to look to you for wisdom, and that's their intention, to get closer, or, you know, to build your bond or whatever. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for group number 2. Interesting reading. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, that it was insightful and helpful, and I hope to see you in the next video soon. Hello, my beautiful friends. So if you chose group number 3, let's find out what the person on your mind, what are their thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards you. Let's start out with their thoughts. So what is their person thinking about them? What's on their mind? Oh, we've got the 5 of Cups, the World Tree. Hold on, sorry. Trying to get a little bit more information about this. They certainly have been thinking about you a lot, I would say, lately. Interestingly enough, we have the 5 of Cups, which can show thoughts that are a bit sad, disappointed, depressed, I guess you could say. So, you know, if there's been some kind of difficulty between the two of you, it is affecting them. They may feel a little bit down about things. They could feel like they could be thinking that, you know, there's a lack of hope here as well. If you guys are like really haven't had contact for quite some time, they could be thinking that things are complete with you. This depends, okay? So I want you guys to, with this type of reading, we got to be a little bit careful. You have to make sure, because there may be multiple stories here, so I'm going to try to say them all. But we have the Seeker, and it says, when we seek, we are often looking to improve an aspect of our life, and what we learn along the way can be dropped as we make our way to the finish line. Examine closely your own small successes and enlightened moments. Now is a good time to start a new project, direction, relationship, or cause. The Seeker is constantly picking up clues and pieces of knowledge to see how they fit into the world, and they view life as a great adventure. They sometimes don't even have a goal. Sorry. But are seekers of the thrill of whatever discovery is made along the way. So, you know, I guess it kind of depends on your scenario with this person. If you've had previous disappointments or you've had current disappointments, I do think that they're in a place where they still want to go at things, that they still have a sense of adventure, that they still have a desire to explore the relationship. If you've been out of contact for a very long time, let's say, like, let's talk about like a year or more, they're sad about it and they have mournful thoughts or thoughts of regret. In fact, actually, I may ask, like, what is their, for those of you that are out of contact with this person, what is their biggest regret? Not using their power in some way, not taking action. So for those of you where they're out of contact, you know, and they're not, you guys haven't spoken in a long time, their biggest disappointment or regret here is that they didn't tell you something, that they didn't take action on something, that they evaded a certain responsibility of some kind. So this could be like remorseful actions, like, or lack of action even. Like, I should have done this, or I could have said this, or I could have done that. They may have even lied to you, and they regret that as well. Maybe they were dishonest with you completely. Like, maybe they said they didn't like you, but they did, or they, you know, lied about something else. But there could be some lies or deceptions that happened. Again, this could just be simply not expressing their feelings or making the right action, especially because the Magician can be, you know, one of action. So that's what makes me wonder if it's like a lack of action. So that would be in that situation. But if you guys are out of contact completely, I will say that their stance towards it is that they care about you. They think that you're an amazing person. They think that you deserve the best, and they're trying to incorporate the wisdom of these failures, in their life. So they actually have gained something out of this, I think. Now, it says new guidance is offered through a teacher, spiritual practice, or even via dedicated self-education. Listen really well to what is on offer, as you will need these lessons very soon. Decisions, including legal ones, may need to be made, and you should get as many opinions and as much additional advice as possible for committing. Honor traditions and be very careful with energy surrounding legacies or valuable items or actions that may become such. Your actions today will be felt for a very long time. Education in all its forms is strongly indicated, and you will benefit across many facets of your life at the moment by undertaking study. Now, the challenges of the night orchid are becoming childish or refusing to learn and inflexibility. But I don't feel like they are. I mean, I feel like this is somebody who is trying to, gather wisdom. Now, okay, here's the thing. Obviously, some of you may be currently in contact with this person and things are fine. And in that case, I think that you can just see somebody who cares about you, has thoughts of, the possible future, feels pretty optimistic and thinks optimistically, and they're hoping that you'll overcome any issues or bumps. But yeah, this person definitely has you on their mind. So let's go ahead and take a look at their feelings. Okay, what are their feelings about them? Pleasure. I do think you evoke pleasant feelings in them, like they generally feel good about you when they think about you. I could see that when they think about you, they admire your heart and your spirit in general. Oh, the companion. They feel like you're a good companion for them, that you're somebody they care about. How do they feel? The Two of Cups. That Four of Cups came out again. It tried to come out and I wasn't sure, and then I was like, it'll come out if it's meant to be, and it did. So, how do they feel? Okay, that's so funny. If you haven't reached out to them, or they haven't reached out to you, don't, I guess I want to say that it's not the reality of how they actually feel. What's interesting is that I feel like they made an attempt to talk to you, and perhaps for some of you, you left them kind of confused. They may feel a bit confused about what your stance is on them. Now, for those of you as well, there may be a message. If you're in a good situation with this person, there's no separation, nothing, none of that jazz, then I would say that they feel very good about you. Even if they don't always show it, they find you to be a very pleasurable person to be around. They really enjoy your company. They feel seen and heard by you. They feel as if you guys are a good pair. Maybe they don't always express it. Maybe they seem sometimes like maybe some of you are worried, are they bored of me or something? No, not at all. Relationships of all types are in focus at the moment, and one or more needs your closer attention. You may find by tailoring and combining two or more of your project's ideas or plans, a more achievable result may be had. Other people and their needs are going to play a bigger part in any decision making that you need to make, or plans that you have in the future. Make sure that you are making room for others, as someone needs a little bit more of you at the moment. The companion is there as a shoulder to cry on, a cheerleader to spur you on, and a smile you can always rely on. Beautiful. So that could be like, how they feel like about you, that you are a person that always hears them, that you always listen to them, that you are a person that they can come to in times of trouble, of confusion, and it's like you just make them feel more confident. As well, they may be wanting to be that for you as well, Now with pleasure here, it says your desires could be and should be fulfilled. Temptations will also be just that little bit sweeter and easier to attain. Don't forget to have fun, to do what pleases you and not just everyone else. An unexpected gift may come your way soon, and it will hold more meaning than it at first appears to you. Now is the time to indulge, but be prepared for consequences should you cross the line by overdoing it. Jealousy is also indicated by this flower, so added care and protection may be required. I don't know, maybe there's a little bit of jealousy here too. Maybe if you're with somebody else, they're like jealous of that. Again, that's probably only like 1% of you watching, but I kind of wonder if that could be something there. Like you don't see them and they're jealous about that. But they're still stuck on you. Persevere and you'll overcome problems. I still feel like they want to make things happen with you. We have peace and harmony. New job and career. Interesting. Now, with new job or career, it could be that this person feels like they want to open up about something going on in their career or kind of talk to you about it as well. Like maybe they want your reassurance. I do feel like this person feels like you're very successful, and maybe they even feel like you're overlooking them because of some kind of success, or like you've gotten like too much going on, too many other people to please, or etc. Now, again, if you're in a good relationship, then I feel like they feel good with you. Generally, they want to overcome things with you. They feel like you're the one. They may even thinking about how to start some sort of business together or impress you. Like I feel like this person wants to impress you. And if you're, like I said, for some of you, you're in a relationship and maybe they worry at times, they get insecure that you're not noticing them. Maybe from their perspective, sometimes they feel like, oh, do they even still like me? Sometimes my husband does that to me, and it's like we've been together like 21 years. And he'll be like, you probably just need somebody new. I'm like, what are you even talking about? Like, what are you even talking about? Like, it's just like random comments like that. And, I understand as we get older and stuff like that, we might feel that way sometimes. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Maybe I've got other things on my mind than that. And like, that's the last thing I'm thinking about. I've got other things like my job and kids and stuff like that. If I'm distracted, it's not because I'm not interested anymore. So yeah, we have that kind of stuff, What are their intentions? Spirit guides, what are their current intentions? We have the Hermit here. So the Hermit's one who keeps thoughts a bit to themselves before, they kind of strike when they're ready. They take time to really digest their thoughts and feelings. They're not one to, open up very easily. They want to make sure that they say what they really mean, and they reflect on that before they say it. There could be the intention to propose something to you with the Ace of Wands after careful consideration. Okay, interesting. What are their intentions? They're not giving up on anything here. Within 1 month, you could hear something about this, or there could be some sort of movement forward. They may have the intention to do something here shortly, or they will. Something will manifest into the reality. You know what I mean? Like they'll contact you, or something will happen. Because we have minor setback and stay the course. So first of all, if there's been a minor setback and you're worried about this person, you're like, oh, they're like pulled away, or things are kind of weird right now. They're not giving up on you, and they're still on that course toward you. Now, if you've been out of contact for a long time, you guys, they may intend to kind of just keep going the way things are going. Perhaps it's like they're waiting for you to reach out to them. That's going to be specific scenarios, and you'll know it's yours, okay? Now, but because maybe they're afraid to seem too eager. Maybe they're afraid to look like too passionate or something. So they're kind of like, well, the ball's in their court, so I'm going to just kind of wait for them. And for those of you in that scenario, they may wait for like a month before they reach back out, or like they try again. So they may not be eager, like you won't hear from them too quickly. Now, if you're in a relationship, like I said, after some reflection and stuff like that, perhaps it's like they want to move past things. Like they're still with you. They still want to be with you. They want to continue to move past obstacles, even if they're quiet and you're not really sure what's on their mind. They're still passionate. And I think they'll express, something very sweet to you soon, to where you know that you're the one. But I feel like you guys are, I don't know, I feel like you guys are soulmates, or there's something special to this. Again, if this person lashes out with like jealousy or anything like that, it's like they don't want to be like that, and their intention is to be more emotionally calm and to act with purpose and principle and not accusations, and to move past any sort of problems. If you've been accusing them, as an example too, it may be that they want to prove you, differently about who they are and what they're about and how they feel about you. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it depends on the scenario, but hopefully I gave you a good viewpoint of the intentions. They're good. They're good intentions, I would say. So there's that. Now, that is what I've got for you guys. I hope that this is helpful for you. I wish you the very best. Thank you for being here, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye. Hello, my friends that chose group number 4. My candle's on its last leg. I gotta go now to the store after this, and I'm gonna go get some more candles, because that was like my last one. I'm like, oh, good grief. But anyway, here we go, guys. You've chosen this beautiful sticker with the holding hands. Some of you may have picked this up, maybe some of you haven't, but these are all from Pride and Prejudice, these stickers. So let's find out about the person on your mind, and what are their thoughts about you at this time. What are their intentions? What are their feelings? So we're going to look at thoughts and feelings first. So Spirit Guides, let's tune into the person on their mind, their thoughts. What are their thoughts? They may have admiration for your work ethic. This person also could feel like you don't always notice them. For some of you, this person could think that you've gone out of their life forever, depending. Like maybe that's the end, like you're not going to be receptive to them anymore, that you've moved on, that you're looking in different directions. That may be for some of you. Okay? I do feel like there are certain changes happening here in this connection. Now, hear me out, because like I said, there are going to be different people with different scenarios, and I don't want you to like think, oh my God, what the hell, if I say something that's more directed towards people with more problematic relationships versus not, okay? So just hear me out. You have the Mother here as well. So the Mother, it says you're being asked to deepen your faith and beliefs, to look back at where you came from and strengthen connections with the place you began, to mend what needs mending and even create new connections. No past can be truly left behind. Take some additional self-care and self-love opportunities. Something remains and it must be healed or absorbed in some way. The Mother nurtures without condition and loves without question. They know that no one is beyond the healing strength that comes from being earthly or divinely mothered. That's a really interesting message there about mothering. Compassion, love, persistence, patience, and strength. So it's like the not giving up on you kind of energy. And maybe that's like an energy that you've had, for maybe them or other people in your life. Maybe you are the type to really care for others, not to give up easily on them. It's like maybe even they've had multiple chances with you, and it's like you always kind of try to take care. This person could look to you as, a very nurturing energy, one that cares, that protects, and again, has those qualities of the Mother in their life. Now, we've also got that transition card, Cauliflower, which can talk about changes. So Cauliflower heralds a change. This might have happened recently, be happening soon, or the energy around a change is unsettled. A rebirth can now take place, and if you're holding on to what is gone before it's time to let go for good. I always feel like there's a comma missing here because I always say it wrong every time, and I use this deck a lot. If you're holding on to what has gone before, it's time to let go for good. There we go. A reactivation can take place in any area of your life if there has been a lull or setback. Beware of deceit and corruption. I'm not worried about deceit and corruption here, but more so, look at this. But this could be a person who wants to reactivate things, perhaps. But I feel like this person could think that it's not possible. That's a really interesting scenario there. Like, especially for those of you that are out of contact, it's like they want to reactivate, but they may think that it's not possible. Maybe they don't think you're receptive to it for whatever reason. We got separation needed. You know, there was a song that, okay, we have 2 weeks somehow being here. 2 weeks could mean something. Let me find out what that is. I'll ask. What's in 2 weeks? Why 2 weeks here? Okay, the mice can talk about something quick. Maybe this person thinks you moved on quickly. Or maybe they think that you think they moved on quickly. Maybe you haven't spoken for 2 weeks now, for some of you. There could be a fear of change or separation, like if they don't see you, they'll be afraid. Like say you have something long distance, maybe they're afraid, or they have these like sort of thoughts that like it won't last, like it's going to have problems. Say, for instance, like one of you is going off to university at another place. This could be like really showing a manifestation of thought where they're like, oh gosh, you know, we're not going to stick it out. You know what I mean? It's going to be scary. Like I don't know if we can overcome these things. Like separate, you know, like what if she finds someone else, or what if he finds someone else, or what if this happens, or etc., etc. There's like a fear, I think, of the future in some way here that I'm seeing. And again, too, if you're already out of separation with this person, like, you know, I mean, in separation, sorry, and you haven't been speaking to them in a long time, again, this could be showing as a person is like, they may be thinking like, what's done is done, and there's not really any future here, even if they'd want it. Again, maybe there's a thought that you're not receptive to it now, by the way. If you're in a relationship with this person, for some of you, they could be going through a divorce in the next few weeks, or separating from somebody, or changing something out in their life, and they're about to overcome this. But I don't think that's for most of you. I think that's probably for one, maybe one person. Let me see. So these are the sorts of thoughts we're having right now. But what are their feelings for you? I think that's a good question. So let's find out. Sorry, that like card scraped up against my camera stand. That's not a goofy. Okay. So spirit guides, what are this person's feelings for them? What are their feelings? How do they feel about them? Okay, we have the death card coming out. So, this is interesting in terms of how they feel. We don't have very romantic cards here. So, again, I'm not sure what your guys' connection is to this person. It doesn't have to mean, by the way, that it's not a romantic scenario. But, how do they feel? First of all, I guess it depends on the scenario between the two of you. If you're in like, you know, a loving, committed relationship right now with this person, then of course they feel great joy about you, and they feel friendship, and they're looking forward to the next phase of life. Perhaps again, there's some sort of change that's happening at this time, or some sort of transition. They could be desiring to go down a new path with you, to get away from where you currently are, as an example even. Now, with marjoram, it says happiness. It says new success, relationships, and even beginnings are indicated. Can you do something differently to move an outcome more in line with your desires? Marjoram indicates celebrations, excitements, holidays, good news, and physical radiance. Freedom that was once out of reach might now be obtainable. Be careful of overindulgence and overspending and being too free with information that better be kept quiet for now. They may feel like they need to keep some kind of change quiet to you. So if they're acting a bit weird, it's maybe because they're actually just keeping something from you, but it's not exactly a bad thing. It could be like they feel like maybe they're waiting for more information. Like, say somebody applied for a job or something, and they don't want to like tell you right away. Maybe they feel like they shouldn't say anything right away till it's for sure. That sort of thing. But generally, marjoram's happiness. So I do feel like this person has good feelings about you. And it says freedom that was once out of reach may now be obtainable. I kind of wonder if for some of you, this person, you're asking about somebody who's going through a divorce, or that is going through something like a phase in their life where they're transitioning to something because of that, like energy that I got a few times. Now, on the other hand, for some of you, maybe they feel like they wish they had more freedom with you. Maybe they feel like they didn't wish they had to hide or defend it. Maybe they feel like they want to be more open with you, especially if there's like anything sort of clandestine happening. Maybe there's a desire to be more free, to be more open. Maybe there's that feeling. With the alchemist, it says time for change, leaving something behind and casting off the energies, people, and activities that no longer serve you. Standing alone may be the only way to find the answers you seek, and if you're also in the position to help others find clarity and divine wisdom to enrich and powerfully change their lives, do not be hesitant in sharing. The alchemist usually... That was weird. My camera just cut me off about motion. I've never had that message pop up on my camera before. It's something about no capacity or something. Anyway, that was weird. Okay, the alchemist usually has an aura of the mysterious and magical about them, but they are grounded individuals who affect change through their deep understanding of their own intuition. So they may also be following feelings, and they kind of go within before they actually announce it. That's another thing too. They may be about to share something with you, or they feel like sharing something with you, but they just haven't gotten there yet. They want something to change before they do that. I know that sounds really weird and cryptic, but it's just what I'm getting. And also, let me see here. Anything additional here about the feelings? I think you're going to hear something, or they feel like they want to tell you something. I wonder if there's some sort of change in work they're going to tell you about or something. That's weird, because I said it earlier, and now I'm kind of wondering. They may be like ready to approach you about a new beginning. What are they feeling? We have talk to me. Or talk more. Sorry, talk to me. I said talk more. Maybe they want to talk more. They feel like they want to speak more, talk more. Especially, by the way, if you've been out of contact with that Hermit card and the Death card, like, I think they would want to talk more to you. We also have money matters. I could feel perhaps that this person wants to talk to you maybe about their finances, or like talk about something in their life that is related to finances or work or career, or like maybe it's things that really have to do with long-term security. Interesting. Okay, we also have nearby. Take a time out. This is all over the place, isn't it? It's like take a time out but talk more at the same time. Kind of wonder if this person's like got dual ideas here. Like they're maybe being pulled in two directions. Maybe it's like they're focusing on their finances or something going on, or something that has to do with security or whatever, and it's like they're about to finish that and then they'll come back around or whatever. I don't know if that could be it. Not saying that's right or wrong or whatever. It's just like something I might be getting here. Now, with when nearby, I wonder, for some of you, and this is like very select, they may be wanting to approach you because they're going to be in your area. And they may kind of pop up about that, you know? There's that possibility. Now, or you could run into each other, or they feel like they would want to run into each other. Now, what's weird here though, I do feel like they're somehow pulling away and needing a break. And again, maybe it's to get their shit in track. Like, you know what I mean? They're just not sure. Like maybe things are out of whack in their life and they're trying to figure things out. But yeah. There can be a desire to reunite though. Especially for those of you in separation. Like these cards just yell at me like reunite, reunite. Like I'm remembering you, I'm thinking about you, I want to see you again. I miss our friendship, you know, these sorts of things. I miss our relationship. Again, like I said, maybe some of you are in a relationship, so it's not like that. But if you've been out of contact with this person for a long time, that could be a fear, you know, like how will they react, or do we still have the same chemistry? Maybe they're not into me anymore. Maybe they, you know, so-and-so has like these sort of, maybe I'm like not part of their life. I do feel like this person looks at you. And when they look at you, how do they feel? Because that's kind of a question I have. How do they feel when they look at you? Because I feel like this person observes you. Whether it's through social media or in some way or another, whether it's even looking at old pictures, how do they feel? They feel peace, they feel good, they feel happiness. They may feel like they want to say something to you. This person could feel every once in a while like they see something and, oh, look at that. They could feel like they want to right wrongs, that they want to make things better between the two of you. They could feel like talking to you, but they feel like maybe they want to express some sort of disappointment they're going through or some sort of difficulty or something like that. This person has a lot of things to say about how things have gone down in the past between the two of you, or how they feel like things are breaking down in the future if there are problems, you know what I mean? But I more so feel this for people that have been in separation for a long time. Like I said, when they look at you, or not separation for a long time, it doesn't have to be, but it's like when they look at you, they think about how things were once peaceful and how things at one point were in flow and in harmony, and then it became not so. Okay, let's see what their intentions are. Because, like, I kind of feel like for some of you, this person and you, like, are just kind of out of sync in general. Especially for those of you where you're not together, like, at all. Like, maybe it's like you had a thing going on, or maybe you guys had a flirtation. I don't know, whatever it could be. But it feels like as if things are very out of step. And as much as they really care, it may be kind of like confusing about where one stands and like what exactly is going on, you know what I mean, for them. Maybe they're just not sure of themselves in the relationship or what's going on. That's gonna, again, I think, lean more towards people who have issues and stuff. I mean, honestly, I feel like if you're in a happy relationship or you're already in a secure relationship, this probably isn't your reading. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, I don't think it is. You probably chose the wrong group. But anyway, what are their intentions? same exact error message. Again, about motion, something. And capacity of the card. Their intentions, you guys, I can't say that I see intentions of coming forward. So if you're hoping for contact or for them to reach out to you and express something, I'm not certain they're going to do that, okay? Their intention could be, some of them may even be married or with somebody else already at this point, especially for those of you where that resonates. They're going to continue to live their life. They may continue to look forward and just keep going with what they're doing in their life. And they'll think fondly back on you, but they're not going to contact you. Okay? And that's just what I'm seeing right now. Does that mean it's a 100% future, like stamped in, like, you know, forever? No, not necessarily. You know what I mean? There always can be changes. But if this person's married, especially, they're going to stay with their person. I feel like their intentions are to try to take, we have narcissistic. So I don't know if that might resonate with some of you for this person. Hold on, let's see. Play more. Okay, interesting. We have talk more, play more. Okay, so here's the thing. This could be somebody, now for some of you, this could be somebody who has like kind of a playful energy towards the connection, but at the end of the day, isn't going to do what you need, isn't going to fulfill your needs, okay? So that's for some of you. Their intentions are to talk more, play more, etc. They want contact and stuff, but it's like contact on their terms, and it's more about them. And you may be kind of unfulfilled from this. On the other hand, their intentions could be to keep you as somebody that they talk to and that they play around with, but that they don't get serious with. Or there's hesitation about it. I know some of you are not going to like this answer, and I know I'm going to get some down votes for this, but I'm not like 100% certain. If now, for some of you with a friend, if this is like more of a friendship or somebody where you're open, like I wouldn't mind being friends with them, then certainly this person could come back around, and I think there could be a valuable friendship where you could learn through some of the things, and it would be a more playful connection. And they could be intending to try to make that happen, like to get over any past humps and bumps. My thing about it is I don't see anything like physical or romantic exactly here. It's more about maybe establishing or reestablishing a connection and trying to move past difficulties, but not necessarily becoming serious. So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's like, you're like, oh, well, that fits what I need from this person, but that's kind of what I'm getting. I do feel like this person also may have many lessons more in life to learn as well. And so you got to keep that in mind. Like they may still have more growing up to do. And it may be better for you at this time not to be around them. I'm hoping for some of you this person may just come back around, or they intend to, like, you know, make your relationship a little bit more lively, but not necessarily pursue anything long-term. And like I said, for some of you that may be fine. You're not looking for long-term, you just want your friendship back or something, maybe. But, you know, that narcissistic card worries me a little bit, because I kind of wonder if their intentions are somewhat selfish. Yeah, they could have like certain... lack certain capacities, like to their emotions, like to really tune in. So it's like somehow maybe there's a wall between you and this person in terms of them expressing things or knowing how to feel. Kind of wonder if this person's got a little bit of emotional issue, like, or blockages, okay? Because the mountain and moon, that's like blockages of emotions. And again, maybe it's like they're not really in tune with what you need. And at the end of the day, Maybe they care more about how they look or something rather. But anyway, that's what I'm seeing. I hope this is helpful. I wish you all the very, very best. You guys take care of yourself and lots of love. Okay, I'll see you in a new video soon.